Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kody Brown and Janelle Brown's courtroom clash was nothing short of a reality TV spectacle brought to life. Only this time, there were no TLC cameras to script the drama. Just raw emotions, legal documents, and decades of tension bubbling over into a legal brawl that had everyone in the courtroom leaning forward in their seats as if watching the most dramatic Sister Wives season finale. For years, the cracks in their polygamous marriage had been visible to fans, from Janelle's quiet independence to Kody's increasingly selective affections, but nothing could have prepared anyone for the volcanic eruption of accusations, counterclaims, and jaw-dropping revelations that unfolded during their bitter legal showdown. From the moment the gavel struck, it became clear this wasn't going to be a calm property settlement. It was an all-out war. Sources close to the family whispered that the trial centered not only around the tangled financial mess of Coyote Pass, but also around hidden assets, alleged secret bank accounts, and Kody's questionable handling of shared funds during their years together. Janelle, dressed in a sleek but understated suit that exuded quiet strength, came armed with meticulously organized binders, text message printouts, and a fierce determination that stunned even the most seasoned court observers. Kody, on the other hand, appeared in his signature cowboy boots and a defiant glare, clearly prepared to fight tooth and nail for what he claimed was rightfully his, while at the same time painting himself as the wronged party in a marriage he said he held together longer than most men would have bothered. But the real fireworks started when Janelle's attorney revealed a series of financial records allegedly showing that Kody had transferred large sums from joint accounts into personal funds connected to Robyn's household expenses, a bombshell that sent murmurs through the courtroom. Janelle's legal team argued that while she was scraping by and making sacrifices, Kody had been funneling money to support what she described as his favorite wife's lifestyle, leaving her high and dry when she walked away. Kody's rebuttal was swift and sharp, accusing Janelle of twisting the narrative and insisting that every financial decision was made with the family's best interest in mind. But as Janelle took the stand, her calm, steady testimony painted a very different picture. She spoke of years of financial imbalance, of being promised equity in Coyote Pass only to see the land divisions suddenly change after her split, and of her growing realization that she had been investing her time and money into a dream that was never going to materialize. Then came the testimony from a surprise witness, a former business associate who claimed to have overheard Kody boasting about keeping certain assets untouchable in case any of his wives decided to leave, a statement that had Kody shifting uncomfortably in his seat. The judge's expression during this revelation was unreadable, but the tension in the room was electric. Outside the courthouse, fans and reporters gathered, some holding signs supporting Janelle, others defending Kody, turning the trial into a public spectacle that mirrored the family's long-standing divisions. By the time closing arguments were delivered, the once carefully crafted image of the united Brown family had been reduced to rubble, replaced by a portrait of betrayal, mistrust, and legal combat that neither side could fully win. Whether the verdict would favor Janelle's claims for financial restitution or Kody's defense of his property rights, one thing was certain: the secrets laid bare in that courtroom would forever change not only their personal dynamic, but also the way fans viewed the Sister Wives empire. This wasn't just a legal battle, it was a symbolic dismantling of decades of polygamous partnership, revealing truths that had been buried under years of carefully edited reality TV smiles. And while the gavel eventually fell to mark the end of the trial, for Kody and Janelle, the war was far from over, because in the court of public opinion, the jury is still out, and every shocking secret revealed will echo far beyond the courthouse walls. One of the Sister Wives stars has revealed and spoken out about a new health condition, saying, "I am that old." Sister Wives Season 19 concluded in June 2025, and the show has since been on hiatus. Following their divorce from Kody, each of the OG3 has begun a new chapter in their life. Christine has remarried, Mary is dating and building friendships, and Janelle Brown has relocated to North Carolina and is traveling. Janelle has endured the most difficult emotional journey since her and Kody's son, Garrison Brown, died by suicide in March 2024. Janelle opens out a lot on Instagram stories. Janelle is an open book, sharing her travel experiences as well as her joys and mistakes. She recently resorted to Instagram to reveal that she had received an unsettling new medical condition. She mentioned that she has a cruise to Alaska in September that she has to get in shape for. Janelle is receiving gel injections in her knee and is currently wrapped up, but she stated that the trade-off would be worth it. Janelle is 56 years old and has 6 children with her ex, Kody. She is the oldest of the sister wives, and she has struggled with her weight and image for many years. Janelle has been working hard to lose weight and look her best using a variety of strategies, including her 2025 cleanse, and it appears that it is paying off, as her confidence is at an all-time high. Janelle's new osteoarthritis diagnosis is a setback, especially since it has caused her pain, but she is working to manage her condition with medical intervention so that she can continue to live her life to the fullest. Janelle did not appear to be downhearted over her osteoarthritis news on her Instagram story. Despite her new physical condition, the former sister wife maintains her well-known cheerful yet realistic attitude and looks forward to continuing her travels. Fortunately, Janelle sought competent help when she suspected something was amiss, and the sister wives star is currently dealing with the health situation calmly. Special Forces. World's Toughest Test has gobbled up Olympians, professional athletes, and reality TV veterans, and then spit them out. But for Season 4, Sister Wives star Kody Brown is plunging into the muck, not just to survive, but also to reclaim control of his public image. He is not chasing a finish line, he is chasing redemption. Brown, one of the genre's most divisive figures, joins an intriguing list of athletes, actors, and reality stars putting themselves to the test, including Teresa Giudice of The Real Housewives of New Jersey and her daughter Gia Giudice, headline-making actor Jussie Smollett, Eva Marcille of The Real Housewives of Atlanta and America's Next Top Model, and Brittany Cartwright of The Valley, among others. Though other celebrities will arrive in Morocco as spouses and family members, Brown's appearance is more significant than many of the other stars. Sister Women follows Brown and his polygamous family, which consists of 4 women and 18 children. This time he's alone. Special Forces. World's Toughest Test provides him with the opportunity to reinvent his image without sister wives as a backdrop. As the celebrities face the ultimate obstacle, Brown's past weighs heavily on him. Since 2010, Brown has shared his life with viewers as his family has fractured over time. Brown most recently disclosed his desire to emigrate out of the nation with Robin Brown in the series' explosive tell-all special, officially breaking from his estranged wives and children. This knowledge adds to his desire to escape his issues. Perhaps his new Special Forces experience will provide him with much-needed insight on how to confront and address his issues head-on. When pressed to speak on his failed marriages during the 4-part tell-all series, he blamed the ladies rather than admitting his role in their downfall. Furthermore, his avoidance of specific inquiries demonstrated a lack of accountability. Now he has the opportunity to change all that. With a persistent desire to change the story to suit his demands, this new opportunity will not be as beneficial. Special Forces, as demonstrated throughout the show's course, leaves no place for excuses. Rudy Reyes, Mark Billy Billingham, Jason Foxy Fox, and Jovan Q. Quarles, the directing staff, DS, agents, would undoubtedly press his feet to the fire or instruct him to pack his bags and leave. Special Forces. World's Toughest Test follows recruits as they master the art of getting comfortable with being uncomfortable by completing training trials in Morocco's desert. This season's challenges include a supply search in an abandoned village where they must race to extraction, a perilous rat run through dark and narrow tunnels, a plain shell dunk drill in which recruits are submerged underwater and must escape, and a death-defying urban ladder crossing between buildings 50 feet above the ground. Brown's comforts, including a multi-million-dollar house, are wiped out in Morocco. If he wants to improve his future, he must abandon everything and reflect on his past. In addition to Brown, the recruits include Brittany Cartwright, Randall Cobb, Eric Decker, Jesse James Decker, Andrew East, Sean Johnson East, Mark Estes, Gia Giudice, Teresa Giudice, Chanel Iman, Brianna Chicken Fry LaPaglia, Eva Marcel, Johnny Manziel, Ravi V. Patel, Christy Pierce Rampone, and Nick Young. The Sister Wives world has been rocked yet again, but this time the drama isn't about Coyote Pass land deals, Robin's tears, or Kody's spiraling relationships. It's about a deeply personal and unexpected health revelation from one of the stars that has left fans both worried and intensely curious. In a raw, emotional, and startlingly candid moment, the reality star, who has spent years letting cameras follow the ups and downs of plural marriage, divorce, and family feuds, revealed that a recent medical checkup led to a diagnosis they didn't see coming, and it's something they admit has been off-putting and hard to wrap my head around. The news didn't come in the form of a dramatic hospital scene or a TLC-constructed cliffhanger. Instead, it emerged through a quietly unsettling confession on social media, accompanied by a photo that seemed to carry more weight than the caption alone. Fans immediately picked up on the slightly forced smile, the unusual tone, and the hints that this wasn't just a small health hiccup. This was something serious enough to force major lifestyle changes, to prompt late-night worries, and to push them into a level of vulnerability rarely seen even on the show's most dramatic episodes. While the star has chosen not to disclose every gritty medical detail, they described symptoms that had been easy to brush off at first: fatigue, brain fog, odd weight fluctuations, until a recent checkup revealed markers that doctors said could no longer be ignored. In their own words, "I thought I was just tired. I thought it was stress from everything that's been going on." But hearing an actual diagnosis, it changes things. It makes you rethink how fragile everything really is. What has made the revelation even more striking is how it intersects with their history on Sister Wives. Fans have watched this person power through breakups, financial disputes, tense conversations with Kody, and countless public judgments, always with an undercurrent of strength. But this health challenge has clearly shaken that foundation. While they haven't named the condition outright, followers are speculating about everything from autoimmune disorders to hormone imbalances to even something more rare, pointing to the way the star has discussed needing to avoid certain foods, monitor levels, and commit to a new treatment routine. Some have linked this to past moments on the show where subtle signs were present: weight gain despite diet changes, uncharacteristic irritability, or visible exhaustion during confessionals. Others believe this diagnosis could be linked to stress, pointing out that the last few years of emotional turmoil, from divorce to family estrangement, could have taken a toll on their physical health in ways that were simmering beneath the surface. But what's equally telling is the way the star is framing this diagnosis, not as a death sentence, but as a wake-up call. They've spoken about overhauling their daily habits, seeking alternative therapies alongside traditional medicine, and leaning more heavily on close friends and family who remain in their life. Still, they've admitted to feeling unsettled, calling the diagnosis off-putting because it's both something they never expected and something they now have to live with indefinitely. The Sister Wives community is rallying around them online, with thousands of supportive comments flooding in. Some have shared their own similar health struggles, creating a thread of shared experience that makes this moment feel less like a tabloid headline and more like a reminder of the vulnerability behind the reality TV curtain. But of course, this is Sister Wives, and nothing stays entirely private for long. Already, there are whispers about whether this health issue could affect future filming, alter business ventures, or even play a role in ongoing family tensions, especially if certain relatives downplay the seriousness of the situation. For now, the star is asking for patience, kindness, and a little space to process. "This isn't the kind of thing you can fix overnight," they wrote, "but it's something I'm going to learn to live with. I just hope people can understand that some days will be better than others." Whether this health battle will be featured in the upcoming season remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: for a show built on navigating personal challenges in a public forum, this latest revelation adds a deeply human and deeply unpredictable new chapter to the Sister Wives saga. And as much as fans want answers, it's the uncertainty that has them hitting refresh on social media, waiting to see how their favorite TLC star turns this diagnosis into yet another story of resilience.